Well, well, looky who made it back in one piece. How's Santa Monica, kiddo? I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right? Well, if you're cool with that treatment, you'll make a great Camarilla. They love pussies. Yeah, I'm sure it was a stroll on the beach. So did you score a lot of skee-ball tickets down on the pier there? Whoa. Slow down there, kid. You're not reporting for duty here, so loosen up, okay? We're just chatting. Comprende? So, how was Santa Monica? I'm just saying, that's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me? Welly, it's about time. I heard you made it out in one piece. I can't believe you waited this long to come see me. How was Santa Monica, kiddo? Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. 'Cause Prince LaCroix said so. 'Cause he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that. It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law. Kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a suit and a funny name. And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name. Yeah, man, it's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it. Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Venturer born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion. LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is a boss. That's rich. The facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick. Now, telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play-nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board. Kid, we've lived in California, some of us for over 100 years, and we've kicked the Camarilla's ass out of town before. Seems like every time they smell blood, they're back trying to take over. The free-living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label Anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarchs. Does got a nice kick to it, though, huh? Yeah. Yeah, not a moment too soon, huh? He said you guys let those Sabat go, too. So I heard you and Nines had a run-in with the Sabat, huh? And you let them go. Nines must be getting soft. How could you pass up that kind of fun? Well, he was left sireless, too. I don't know, maybe that's it. Well, he's got a thing for the little guy. Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see what you think. What if the prince got the word out to the Sabat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse? Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely, knowing where you're going and all that? I'm not saying he's working with the Sabat. I know he ain't. But he sure as hell could have put the word out there on the street where the Sabat would pick up on it. Just chew on that. You're free to choose who you trust, kiddo. But has old Jack here ever asked anything of you? Nope. Is your existence a thorn in my side? Nuh-uh. Are you a walking testament to my inability to rule? Right. I'm just saying, that's all. It's how the Camarilla works, kiddo, trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now. I don't feel much like answering questions right now. Hey, what's the word on the streets? Why? Planning on visiting? Oh, really? The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankh sarcophagus? And the sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankh sarcophagus before you went? Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details. That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered. The word is there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers, one of the vampires, that if you trace your lineage way back, there's a chance it'd end up with him at the root. Ancients don't just nap. They sleep whole ages away, and when they wake up, they're hungry. It's more than that, kiddo. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse. Every religion has their own version of it. Kindred call it Gehenna, and the way they tell it, it starts when the ancients rise to devour their children. No one knows for sure, really. That's just a word that's been handed down through the ages. The Camarilla denies these ancients exist. Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh? Oh, yeah? Running a little fact-finding mission for LaCroix, were you? So what'd you find out? Don't give me that crap, kid. Open up. Don't be a little cammy bitch. I was the only guy to offer you a hand up when you were left for dead, if you remember. Fair enough. No kidding. Well, I guess there's gotta be something in there then, huh? The Camarilla's gonna be scraping for answers when this gets out. Because the Camarilla denies the existence of the fathers. They deny that Cain was the original vampire. They deny all the legends. Fear and the end of the world are bad for business, you know? Well, that's just their official stance. They all live with that same gut fear, though. That it's real and we are living in the last of days. It's in the air, all right. I've been around longer than most, kid, and I've felt the change in the past few decades. It's in the blood. We're racing towards something and picking up speed all the time. Oh, okay, so what you saw on the boat, what about that? Conjecture? Old wives' tale? Mass suicide? Think about it. You've seen the evidence with your own eyes. You're caught up in all of this. So, other than that, what else is new? Well, look what the street chased in. Hey there, kiddo, what's up? Hey, kid, where you been? Oh, yeah? Around the docks, maybe? You tell me. Where you headed now? Why? Yeah, I heard about that. So a Malk's gone AWOL. Well, if that caught LaCroix off guard, I don't know how he's dodged 100 years of sunrises. Okay, then why are you here then? Didn't you have someplace to be? What's all the noise, kiddo? What'd you say to Skelter? Did you find your missing Malkavian? You okay, kid? You seem a little, off. Beg your pardon? Ah, bullshit, man. You think you saw nines. Ah, bullshit. I don't know. I don't know what score nines would have to settle with a primogen. Nah, come on, this can't be right. This is a total smear job. LaCroix can't meet nines head on, so this is how he's gonna shank 'em. LaCroix ain't gonna make friends on the street with these moves. Underhanded shit like that catches up to you. Usually gets paid back in creative and painful ways. Stake you with your own femur, you know, that kind of thing. You do what you gotta do. Buck up, kiddo. I told you, man, you do what you gotta do. You were born into this whole mess with an ounce of fame. That's usually gonna work against you. Every time LaCroix sees you, he thinks back to that courtroom where nines made a fool out of him. A lot of kindred do. Well, I bet he's gonna hold you up one day as an example of what the Camarilla can do for the wayward and lowly. It's a bunch of crap, but hey, good for you. An educated young kindred like yourself, carefully placed within the ranks of the Camarilla, can do a lot for the Anarchs, I bet. Your choice. Ain't it nice to have some choice? Just be your own dead-ass self. Play the game, kiddo. Just keep your eyes open. Hear me? You can help everyone that way. You got balls, kid, I give you that much. Showing up here after you helped set up nines. Marching right into the lion's den, huh? Listen, kid, you did what you had to do. Just a messenger, right? Don't worry about Skelter. He's like all these big barking pups nowadays. They don't bite unless they get cornered. I hear Nine's got word. I'd wager he's gonna be laying low for a while. Save it, kid. You couldn't convince me you were in on it if you tried. It's a ruse by LaCroix so you can call a blood hunt on nines. Standard smear job, textbook cammy bullshit. Yeah, sure, but there's packs of youngsters out there who'd love to make a name by bringing in the head of Nines Rodriguez. You're just eager to please, ain't you? I could give a goddamn, kid, but I'm sure the boys here would appreciate it if you kept it business as usual. You hear me? If I knew, why would I tell you that? Sorry, kiddo. You get to walk in and out of here. Concentrate on appreciating that favor. Sorry, kid, no time to talk now. Can't talk now. Come back later if you want to talk. I got a feeling shit's gonna get hectic. Just a second. I heard you were doing a little breaking and entering down at the museum earlier. The print's a taxidermy buff? I heard you were down poking around the museum. Kid, you don't live to be as old as me without cultivating a few connections, the least of which should be able to penetrate the iron veil of the local Natural History Museum. LaCroix wants that coffin bad. Seems like he has a lot riding on that sarcophagus to get such a fierce bug in that powdered wig of his. I got another scenario for you here, kiddo. Gonna bounce it off you, see what you think. You ever hear of, diablerie? Well, it's when a vampire drains another more powerful vampire to death. Diablerie is the Sabbat's specialty, but it's a big taboo in civilized kindred circles, and damn sure forbidden by the Camarilla. When a younger vampire diablerizes an elder, the younger vampire gains all of their powers. Remember what I told you about the Ankh sarcophagus? About who that could be sleeping away in there? The prince is willing to tear L.A. apart to find this thing so he can have it. Why? What would a power-hungry vampire like LaCroix want with a sleeping ancient? I wonder. Sure, maybe you're right. And maybe a cokehead could sleep on a mattress of Peruvian white. You gotta figure a drop of ancient blood would make any kindred just about invulnerable. Anyone who has a sarcophagus is gonna be thinking the same thing. If LaCroix gets a sarcophagus, at least we know where it is. Besides, getting the sarcophagus and getting into it are two different things. What's up? Hey, kid, what's going on? Just keeps getting more interesting, doesn't it, kiddo? The Giovanni, the Kuei Jin, lots of blood being spilled for a 10,000-year-old conversation piece, wouldn't you say? The streets, the hillsides, there's eyes and ears everywhere. So where is it now? Don't jerk me around. You better do some re-strategizing real quick if you think you can fool an old lick like me. You go run back to the prince before I show you what they do to cammy bitches downtown. I heard LaCroix has been talking to Beckett, too. Beckett's a skeptic about all this stuff. I just hope he knows to be careful dealing with that snake LaCroix. Well, Beckett's apolitical, you could say. He's just interested in the truth of our origins. Politics and all that is minor details to him. You do what you have to do. Kid, if you don't do it, somebody else will. You're in a good position to make a difference, Mr. Big Shot. A lot of kindreds wondering just which way you'll go. Come on, kid, get in the car. The sun'll be up. We gotta get the hell out of here. Wake up. Look alive, kid. You better be on your feet and ready to move. Damsel told me. You're lucky I got to you first. Anyone else and you'd be a pile of cinders right now. Get ready to run. Take everything you need. You're never coming back here. LaCroix put out the word. He says you're in league with the Kuei Jin, Ming Xiao's puppet, that you're the one who set up nines for her. See, he's figured it all out, and now your death is a big bullet point in his new Unity campaign. There's a blood hunt on you. He had to turn things around on you real quick since you found out about his deal with Ming Xiao. This is his plan B. Plan A was to kill you in nines in Griffith Park. Now LaCroix is playing the victim. The way he tells it, you were like his own child. He entrusted you with so much. And you took full advantage, sold out to the Kuei Jin, and cost the people their hero. They're saying Nines is dead and you killed him. I know that. Come on. Look, I'm here to help you. Again. But damn it, it's time. Time to make a choice. Time to make a choice. Now, you and I maybe ain't seen eye to eye on everything. To be honest, I made vampires deep throat dynamite for less aggravation. But I think we understand one another. And hey, our unlives are ours to do with as we will. I hope you live to find out. You're gonna have to stay off the street and stay on the move, as it's open season on your ass. Vampires gonna be busting in from Sacramento to join in on this hunt. You need backing. You need the protection of one of the factions. Friends are the last thing you want to be without right now. But you have to get out of here. I got a driver who can get you where you need to go. Interesting guy, you like him. But this place is being watched. He's across Santa Monica by the junkyard. Get there and he'll get you out of town. He'll take you wherever you feel safest. All right, get running. Hope you make it out of Santa Monica at least. I'd like to see how this turns out for you. In case we don't see each other again. Nice knowing you, kiddo. Give 'em hell. They deserve it. Get going. Go! Time's wasting. Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away. Sure. What? What's on your mind? Moving right along. What else did you need some truth about? What's on your mind? Oh, my favorite topic. Again? Does everything have to be about these dickheads? Don't think that Camarilla has a monopoly on those ideals, okay, kid? No one is arguing over that shit, and if they tell you that's what this fight is all about, then they're really giving you the full fist. You hear me? The Camarilla protects the people running the Camarilla. That's it, the end. The rest of them are bloody gristle for the machine. Doddering old dust farts. They might be powerful as all hell, but who knows? They're too afraid to stick their heads out of their hidey holes, and why should they? This whole huge system is built so they don't have to. Not one of the bigs, but he ain't out risking his ass in the street, that's for sure. LaCroix has ambitions of joining that inner circle. Delivering Los Angeles in their pocket would look killer on a resume. Not bad. Evil. Man, think if a country had the same dictator that lived for 500 years. It's also a blood-drinking predator. Think there's gonna be some evil shit come out of that equation? To hell with LaCroix. I blasted better vampires' brains all over the wall. He's not the prince, he's a prince. He's a typical Ventru asshole. Predictable, safe, no imagination. Man, the guy's a pussy. He just got lucky he showed up in L.A. at the right time. I'm not saying he's stupid, he's just an asshole and needs his teeth kicked in, that's all. Oh, the sheriff, yeah. I love how everyone's talking about that big mystery. It's like someone embraced a doped-up gorilla. I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down. Camarilla membership is 95% victims, 5% evil bastards. But make sure and understand, any of those victims points a gun at me, they get drained and slaughtered like sheep. Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young, but there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better and want to do something about it. That's why you're sitting here listening. School's in, kiddo. Beware the protection of wolves. Being dead is no excuse for walking around with your eyes closed. That's us, so I'm told. What'd you want to know? Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here? I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever going to be easy, but some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for. Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a jawbone from a skull and ram it in an eye socket, I know I'm building a better future. You bet, kid. As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit. Me? I never had much patience for negotiations. Everyone can live or burn. It's up to them. Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nine's crew. Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood. The Sabat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws. Yeah, they oppose the Camarilla, but they suck when it comes to execution. The Sabat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same. A Samitsi? No kidding. Those are some creepy evil bastards. Ran into one down in Mexico, had this whole village of experiments. Like nothing you ever seen in a movie. Sick shit. What about them? What do I think of humans? I don't, really. When you were alive, did you think about cows? If one got killed, I bet you didn't cry, but, you're not out there slaughtering them for sport either. Man, we got our own problems. Let the kin sink or swim. Nope, never heard of them. Yes, holy vampire hunters. Staking for Jesus. Don't worry about him too much. If you find one worth the shit, he damn well better blindside you or he's dead. Either way, why worry? Yeah, some of these younger Anarchs got a real burning hate for the Kuei-jin. First time a lot of them seen full-on combat in the streets and seen their buddies dying was when the Asian invaders showed up. Yep, cost the Anarchs San Francisco. They're tough. They're hard to get a beat on them. At least with Kindred, you pretty much know what to expect, what they're capable of. Kuei-jin? Full of surprises. Man, don't let them cloud your head with their mumbo-jumbo. That crap wasn't meant for you. We're different breeds, us and them. Man, you guys give me the heebie-jeebies. Sounds like you know a lot more about something than you're supposed to. Lucky for you, you probably don't understand what you're saying. If you did, I'd be talking to a pile of ash right now. You're free to choose who you trust, kiddo.